My gold digger stepsister threw a temper tantrum at the reading of my grandmother's will and immediately after got embarrassed in front of everyone. My stepsister Miranda is the type of person who cried for 3 days straight when my dad got her a birthday ring that only cost $4,000. Not because she was grateful, because it wasn't expensive enough. She's been part of our family for 3 years, ever since my dad remarried way too quickly after my mom passed away. From day one, Miranda made it her personal mission to erase my mother's memory from our house. She literally banned us from mentioning her name. Her relationship with the rest of the family, total disaster. My uncle banned her from his house after she got drunk and started a fight. Every family gathering became an awkward dance of people trying to avoid her. But her and my grandmother, that was next level hatred. They openly despised each other. At Christmas dinner 2 years ago, Miranda literally called her a bitch in front of everyone because grandma wouldn't compliment her new dress. My dad was the only one who couldn't see through Miranda's act. Every time I tried to explain what she was really like, he'd call me jealous and disrespectful. Then 6 months ago, everything changed overnight. My grandmother was diagnosed with terminal cancer. The doctors gave her maybe half a year. It was devastating for all of us. But Miranda, suddenly she transformed into the world's most caring stepdaughter. She started calling my grandmother every single day, texting her good morning messages, showing up with medicine, chocolate, flowers. She even offered to quit her job to be grandma's full-time caretaker for free. The whole family watched this performance in disbelief. Here's the thing, my grandmother was incredibly wealthy. She owned properties, had investments, and everyone knew her nest egg was massive. And Miranda loved expensive things more than anything in the world. For 6 months, we watched Miranda put on this elaborate show. She'd break down crying at family dinners about how heartbroken she was. She'd post emotional Facebook updates about cherishing loved ones. My grandmother, though, she saw right through it. She was sharp as ever, even while battling cancer. I'd visit her, and she'd just smile knowingly whenever Miranda's name came up. And last week, my grandmother passed away peacefully. At the funeral, Miranda was practically the star of the show, crying louder than anyone, talking about what an amazing woman grandma was and how much she'd miss her. 3 days later came the will reading. We all gathered at the lawyer's office. Miranda walked in wearing all black, still playing the grieving granddaughter role, but she'd done her makeup perfectly and was wearing expensive jewelry. The lawyer started reading through the will. My uncle got grandma's car collection. My aunt got some property. I got a trust fund for college and grandma's book collection. Miranda was literally sitting on the edge of her seat, practically vibrating with excitement. She kept adjusting her hair and smiling. Then the lawyer cleared his throat and said Miranda's name. The room went completely silent. Miranda sat up straighter, her eyes wide with anticipation. The lawyer read, "To Miranda, who spent 6 months pretending to care about a dying woman for financial gain, I leave my entire collection of costume jewelry from the 1970s, valued at approximately $200. May she finally afford the tacky rings she's always crying about." I've never seen someone's face change color so fast. Miranda went from pale to bright red in about 2 seconds. Her mouth dropped open. She looked around the room like she was waiting for someone to say it was a joke. Nobody spoke. My uncle was trying not to smile. My aunt had her hand over her mouth. Then Miranda absolutely lost it. She screamed, "Are you kidding me?" so loud that the lawyer actually jumped. She stood up, knocking her chair backward, and started yelling about how this was illegal, how my grandmother was vindictive, how she was going to contest the will. My stepmom tried to calm her down, but Miranda shoved past her and stormed toward the door. She yanked it open so violently that it slammed against the wall. A picture frame fell off and shattered. Through the open door, we could all hear her screaming in the hallway, her heels clicking aggressively as she stomped away. The lawyer just calmly closed his folder and said, "Well, that went exactly as Mrs. Josephine predicted it would." Turns out my grandmother had specifically requested he read that part verbatim, anticipating Miranda's reaction. My dad sat there in complete shock. Finally, seeing what the rest of us had known for 3 years. He turned to me with this devastated look and whispered, "I'm so sorry. My grandmother had one last lesson to teach, and she made sure Miranda would never forget it."